All right, let's get to this last topic, man. This is a series of players. If y'all can see the thumbnail, not the thumbnail, but y'all can see that picture that says the NBA is dying with that old looking Evil Dead Adam Silver up there, right? That's a episode I did probably like 5-6 months ago. Y'all can go find that one, and you can hear everything I broke down on what's going on with the NBA. This was last season, right? I was telling you everything that was wrong with the NBA, the style of play, the no emphasis on defense, rewarding bad players is being MVPs or the best players in the league on these ranking boards and stuff like that. And all of that goes into it, right? And the voices of the people who's calling out how bad the NBA product is getting louder and louder, and it's getting more plentiful and more plentiful. I just did an episode last week of Shaquille O'Neal saying it was trash. I did one last year, Charles Oakley saying it. I mean, it's so many different players coming out telling you we have a problem. Houston, we have a problem. Adam Silver did an interview with Kevin Garnett last year, and he asked him, the scoring is too much. Is there going to be a change? Are we going to bring handshake back? And Adam Silver was like, well, no, like, a big physical player was getting too much of an advantage, and we wasn't able to see the skill from the more skilled players because the physical players was overpowering them. So he used Steph Curry as an example, like, that beautiful game that Steph Curry is showing us with his shooting and his freedom of movement and him being able to float through the paint without getting hit in the mouth and all that stuff. It was like, it wasn't a good brand of basketball to see a physical guy beat him up. But he would much rather give the advantage to the more skilled guy, or a big guy like Rudy Gobert be at the 3-point line for a game winner against Luka, and Luka is saying, "May I have this dance?" Right? So he would rather disadvantage the big man or the physical guy, so the much smaller or more nimble or more finesse player or more skilled player that he used could have an advantage at all times, because that's more pleasing to the eye of a casual fan, of a fan who doesn't play basketball. Because if you played basketball, you felt that physicality when you growing up, if you're my age, and you watched it in the NBA and you appreciate it, and you appreciate defense, because if I have an Arnold Palmer, which is a mix of lemonade and iced tea, it's not an Arnold Palmer unless I mix both of them, right? So if I just got the tea, it's just tea. If I just got the lemonade, it's just lemonade. So if I mix in offense and defense, then I have basketball. But if I just have offense, I don't have basketball. I just got offense. So we're not watching National Basketball Association. We're watching National Offense Association. It's just offense out there. It's not defense. They took defense away, right? So I don't have a full basketball mix because it takes 50% offense, 50% defense. Adam Silver turned the sliders up on offense all the way to 98, and defense is on a 2. He is uneven sliders. Put both of them at 50 so we can see real basketball, right? But anyway, I explained all that stuff, and it's just refreshing to hear so many former players come out and pretty much say the same things I was saying in that live, right? So this first guy, Cuttino Mobley, teammate of Steve Francis, real good friend of Steve Francis. They both played in the backcourt for the Houston Rockets, and they were cooking. I don't know what cut Mobley came from with that left hand, but if I was to give him a player comp to a player that's playing now, I would say he was all of what De'Aaron Fox was. Both left-handed, both quick, both got that nice job. I think he shoot better than De'Aaron Fox. I think De'Aaron Fox defense might be better. But then again, in this era, I mean, Cut Mobley defense probably would have been better because he was guarding people like Kobe back then. He was playing 2 guard while Steve Francis was playing the point. So, but yeah, I think Fox might be better at defender. But they're about the same size. Cut Mobley shoot better. Great scorer, right? Cut Mobley was a dog. And then he played in the Big 3 and was cold in his old age. So you probably could still see him play. But anyway, He spoke about it. He was on the podcast, and they asked him about this era of basketball, and he's giving his thoughts on what's wrong with it.
In the NBA, give me the top 10 scorers in the NBA. Right, you can look them up right now. Top 10 scorers in the NBA. Look them up right now, and then give me the top 10, top 5 best players in the NBA right now.
I know I know what you're gonna say. They got an in-between game,
Kobe
right?
Bryant, Michael
in-between
Jordan,
game.
Larry
All
Bird,
of them got in-between game. I know
Devin
exactly
Booker,
what you're gonna say.
Anthony Edwards.
In-between game.
These people
but they're
have never
getting
played
rid
the
of
game.
it. What are they doing?
These people have never played the game. Can go kiss ass. They're stupid.
It doesn't make any sense.
They're so stupid. Doesn't even make sense. Steph Curry
Makes
shoots
no
threes.
sense.
Steph Curry shoots threes, but he shoots pull-up twos too.
Yeah, I know.
Do you know what I mean?
Also, what's killing me, why is our power forwards now 6'8" and they shoot threes?
Yeah.
And that doesn't make any sense to me.
Yep.
I'm just like, a power forward is 6'11", 6'10".
In a household, right?
Right.
There's mom, there's dad, hopefully both, right? And then there's kids. Okay. So dad gonna do everything mom do? What mom gonna do? Mom gonna do everything dad do? What dad gonna do? That's what broken homes happen.
There you go.
So if Chris Paul, the reason why Chris Paul is an old school point guard, when that ball come out the rim, right now in San Antonio, if Chris Paul's in that game, do you think any of those players, when that ball come off the rim, if Chris Paul is in that game, they're not gonna get that ball to Chris Paul?
He's dribbling it up. Period.
Their brain is not like his. I don't care if you can dribble the ball up or not. Yeah, I can get a 10-year-old to dribble the ball up, but can he think like that? Can he be able to set the tempo, control the game? No. So to me, it's like my two guard. You getting me 12 rebounds? No, that's usually what power forward does.
That's a good point. All right, so let's start at the end where what he said. He said my two guards running down here grabbing rebounds. I've said this a lot on this show, right? The way we was taught when I was growing up, right? When you get a stop on defense and you got small forward, power forward, center, they're already positioned somewhere near the paint, right? Because the guards are on the perimeter handling the ball, setting the plays up and all that stuff. Unless the point guard that you're guarding got all the way to the rim for a layup, more than likely the point guard's not going to be down there, right? But if the point guard is down there and it's me and it's Dennis Rodman right here behind me, he's 6'8" and I'm 6'1", I'm not going to try to snag that rebound from him. The way point guards were taught, or the shooting guard, let's say if the point guard ended up in the paint because he was defending someone who shot a layup and the big man got a rebound, his first thought was he was going to come down with the rebound. He's not going to bring the ball down below his daggone head. He's going to grab that rebound. He's going to turn and he's going to look for the outlet pass, right? If the point guard is not ready for the outlet pass, the shooting guard is going to be right there ready for that outlet pass. And once I get that outlet pass to him, as close to half court as possible, because he should be already streaking, because we want easy points. We want an easy basket. We want early offense. So I'm throwing the ball straight to, if I'm the big man, straight to that guard, and he's going to take that ball straight to the middle of the court, down half court, and then everyone else is going to run the lanes, right? When I'm running up the court as the point guard in the middle of the floor, I should have someone on the left side of me running the lanes. I should have someone on the right side of me running the lanes. The big man that got the rebound is going to be trailing because he was the last person up. I got the rebound. I made the outlet pass. Either he's going to take one of the lanes, but whatever big man don't take that other lane is going to trail behind him. But everyone's running lanes. And it's early offense. If someone got a crease, I'm giving the ball up early. I don't have to dribble all the way to the rim before I get the ball up. Like we're not seeing real basketball. What we're seeing is that everyone's playing defense, and then someone like Luka, because they want Luka to run the break so he can get all the assists, he's grabbing the rebounds. And it's big men moving out of the way so the point guards can get the rebounds. And I'm like, look, Mobley said, if everyone's doing everyone else's job, then someone is useless out here, right? If I'm the man of the house and I'm with a woman who want to do all my stuff, I got two choices. Either I do nothing or I turn into the woman and start doing the woman stuff. So and that's just backwards. So if I'm a point guard and I'm designed to run the break and get outlet passes from my big man after he get the rebound, but I'm coming down there grabbing the big man's rebound. Now what is the big man going to do? Because you won't let me run the break like the point guard because you're getting the rebound and running the break. So what is the big man going to do? What is my job now? Big men used to get paid to rebound and play defense. Now I can't even rebound because you want the point guard to get it. You want Luka to get the rebound. You want Westbrook to get the rebound. You want LeBron to get the rebound. What are the big men for? Right? So that's a confusing thing. That's what Cut Mobley is talking about. Right? Everybody's supposed to have a role like Charles Oakley, Charles Barkley. Like those are the type of things they had in their contract is, rebounding and stuff like that. So if a guard came there and trying to grab a rebound from me, I'm gonna break you. We go fight at halftime in the locker room. You coming out here, grab every rebound you grab. That's money you taking out of my pocket, and that's food you taking off my kid's table. Every rebound you get, I got that because if you start grabbing these rebounds, they gonna start looking at me like, then what do we got him for? Why are we paying him? You can't grab my money if they're paying you to score points. Why are you down here grabbing my rebounds? They paying me to rebound. Right. So that's one thing Cut was talking about. Then he talked about how they just don't even utilize the mid-range at all. Everybody's shooting threes. He was like, but when you really look at the best players in the league, they all got the midi. Kobe, Michael, Steph, Kyrie, KD, Wade, they all had the midi. Sean Livingston, David West, they got the midi. Sam Cassell. Like Chris Paul, they got the midi. You don't get rid of that. That's part of the game, right? So he was like, that's part of why, this is so jacked up to watch